Hi everyone, this is Connie from Willow and Wands. Today I'm going to share with you my process to make a full wrap for tumblers using my laser engraver. I use Adobe Illustrator. First of all, you're going to go up here, open a new document. The only thing that I really focus on is this. I keep it at 300 ppi because I feel like it creates a crisper image because it's more pixels per inch. You're going to engrave better. It's going to engrave better. I'm not going to open a new one because I have one right here. All of these images came from Creative Fabrica. This one came over as an SVG, so it's already ready to go. These all came over as PNGs, so we're going to have to switch them to vectors so they engrave. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace these images. You can go up to Window, hit Image Trace, or you can just use this box that comes up when you click on a picture that needs to be traced. I'm going to hit Image Trace. These are going to trace pretty easy because they're just one color. Now, if it's not just one color, you're going to have to come over here and you're going to have to slide these around and mess with it. It will take longer if your picture is more detailed, just so you know. And then once you're done and you're happy with it, you're going to hit Expand. Now they come over, once you image trace them, they're going to have a background. So all you're going to do is you're going to ungroup this. You can hit Control-Shift-G or you can just hit Ungroup. And then I'm going to just delete all the white. Now normally you're going to want to select these both and hit Control-G or hit Group right here to group them. These I don't think I want to group because I'm probably going to move them around individually. But for something like this, you're going to want to hit Group. All right, the next thing you're going to want to do, I'm just going to move these real quick, is create a rectangle. The rectangle is going to be the size of your cup. My cup measures 316 millimeters by 235. Make sure that this is not connected. Now I want to see what I'm actually putting on my wrap, so I'm going to hit this to switch them and make the black a stroke. Now, a couple things you're going to want to think about when you're designing. You're going to want to think about where your handle is going to be. I usually like my handle right here. It just seems easier to me. And then if I'm creating a wrap on the popular tumbler, the logo is right here. So you're not going to want to put something prominent in that area. You can put stuff over it, and if you don't really care if it gets split up. If I'm doing something that is all over and all over design, I will put stuff over that area and not worry about it. What I do for the logos on my tumblers is I take the metal tape and I cut out the logo, the shape of the logo, and tape that right over. So when it's on my engraving machine, it just lasers right over it and it does not mess with the logo. It protects it. But it's good to know where your logo is so you don't put a image up there. For example, I wouldn't want this up here because I know that this is going to go right where the logo is. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this image first, just because I want this to kind of be the center. Another thing that you want to think about is if this is your handle, the front of your cup is going to be on this side. If you're holding your handle out, it's going to be on this side. Now, if you're left hand, it's not going to be that side. It's going to be the other side. So it kind of, you might want to think about those things. I'm not going to worry about either. I'm just going to put it in the middle. So I'm going to align it to the middle and I'm going to align it here. The next thing I usually focus on is the side. But I know that I want to put these along the top. And if I focus on the side right now, it might clash with these. So I'm going to just quickly put these on the top. Oops, I don't want that there. Let's see. There we go. All right, now I want these to be evenly distributed. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to hit that button. And then I don't think they're all the same top. So I'm just going to align to the top. And then I'm just going to hold my Alt and scroll in my mouse wheel. And I'm going to move all of these down to the top of this. I'm going to group these. And I'm going to shift click this and shift click this. And I'm going to align all of these so I know that they're perfectly aligned. I'm going to scroll out again so I can see the rest of my artboard. Oops, that's too much. All right, so I'm going to keep these grouped. These are not grouped. Now I'm going to focus on this side. So I'm just going to quickly, forgot to group this one. Let's move this way. All right, Control-G for group. I'm going to quickly just move these all over on this side. I would spend more time if I was actually making this wrap, but for the sake of time, I am just going to do it really quickly. All right, so that's how I'm going to have my side. So I'm going to go ahead and um, select all this. There's a couple things you can do here. You can select it all and hit copy and paste, and then all you're going to do is you're going to line it up on this side, or I'm going to delete that. And I'm just going to I'm going to select all those, and I'm going to shift click this to get rid of that box. I don't want that box there. I'm going to hit Control C, and then I'm going to hit Control F. Control F, paste it right in front of what you just copied. So if you can see, it's pasted right. I'm going to hit Control Z, which is the best shortcut key. It's undo, and put it back. So now with all of those highlighted, I'm going to come up here to my x-axis, and I'm going to type plus whatever the measurement of your width is. Like I said, my measurement is 316 millimeters. So I'm going to type 316 millimeters in that and hit enter. This is going to put them exactly where they need to be on the other side. It aligns perfectly, and I'm going to leave those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create the rest of my cup while leaving those there. When you are finished with the design, you're going to want to delete those, or if you save them, you might want to just remember that you don't want those on your final when you're getting ready to engrave, because they don't need to be there. So I'm going to finish designing really quickly my cup. And for this cup, I would definitely copy and paste images, because I like my cups to be really a lot of engraving, especially if you have the rainbow cups. I think those look so cool with lots of rainbow coming through. All right, now remember, if I was to add anything to this side, I would need to do the same thing where I came up to the x-axis and I added that number. So for example, if I wanted to add this, right here, I would need to copy this, Control C, put it in front, Control F, come up here to the x-axis. I'm going to add my horizontal measurement, 316, and it's going to move it exactly where it needs to go on the other side. All right, when you are finished with this, you can choose to leave this side and the square, or the rectangle. It's normally what I do because I like to open it in Lightburn just to kind of give myself a second measurement and make sure everything lines up perfectly. Sometimes I do go ahead and delete these because, like I said, you don't really need them. You already have them on the other side. So when you save this, you're going to hit Save As. And then you're going to save it as an SVG. That will open up in Lightburn if that's the program that you use. So I'm going to save it right there. And then I hit SVG 1.1. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you are now able to create your own wraps using Adobe Illustrator. Thanks for watching.